What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another exciting episode of Ask Dr. O with me. Of course, I'm tired of saying my name because you already know it's Dr. O. Okay, that's a very random intro. Anyways, today, as usual, we're going to be answering another controversial question. How effective is the withdrawal method of contraception, aka pull-out method of contraception? How effective is this, aka coitus interruptus? Okay, so let's jump right into it. So I get this a lot as usual in my DMs because I know you guys are already wondering. You say this a lot. Yeah, I say this a lot because my DMs are always full. Sometimes I just feel like I should just record a video response to every question so I don't have to type, because trust me, typing can be work sometimes. But anyway, trust me, I love your questions, so keep them coming. I'll answer them as soon as I can. So like I was saying, I get this a lot in my DM, and men will write me and be like, oh, my wife doesn't believe in contraception. I don't know if your wife watches Dr. O, I don't know why she doesn't believe in contraception. With all these videos I have on contraception and how effective they are, how safe they are, your wife still doesn't believe in it, then she's obviously not watching my channel. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, so they'll go like, oh, my wife or my partner doesn't believe in contraception, she doesn't want to use contraceptives, she thinks they're dangerous, and yada yada yada. And they're like, okay, what can I do? Okay, and then they go and ask about the withdrawal method, that they're considering that, and they're like, they don't know how effective it is and all that. And I made a short video talking about withdrawal method. Okay, so now I'm going to take my time and explain things to you. So for those of you that don't know, what is the withdrawal method? Okay, now the withdrawal method is a form of natural birth control or natural contraception that some couples opt to use to prevent pregnancy. Now, how does this work? It works by interrupting sexual intercourse. So while you're having sexual intercourse with your partner, at the point where you feel that you're about to ejaculate, then you immediately withdraw your private part from inside of your partner and ejaculate outside of your partner. Now, when we say ejaculate outside of your partner, not your partner's private part area, so not on the vulva, okay? Because if you ejaculate on the vulva, even if you withdrew from the vagina, okay, because of YouTube censoring, I'm going to stop saying that word. Even if you withdrew, if sperm or semen comes in contact with the vulva, right, like I said in one of my videos, sperm can still swim through the cervical mucus and get your partner pregnant. So you now be feeling like, but I withdrew now, my pull-out game is tight. Why did she get pregnant? She got pregnant because you pulled out, but you still put semen on the vulva, and sperm can be very stubborn sometimes. It can find its way back into the vagina. Okay, so if you want to ejaculate, it should be away from your partner, okay, to be safe, not anywhere on your partner. Okay, anyway, so that's how the withdrawal method works. And the thing about this withdrawal method is that it requires a lot of self-control, because not every man has that discipline of knowing when they're about to ejaculate, and even when they know when they're about to ejaculate, not every man has discipline of actually pulling out. Because one of the reasons why some people don't like this method is because it interrupts sexual pleasure. So at the time when you are enjoying it the most, that is the time when you have to stop, interrupt, and pull out, you know. So some men don't like this at all, right? So they don't even like this method. For some men, this won't work because they don't have self-control to stop themselves and actually withdraw, because it's at that time that you actually want to be there, right? So this method can be not so effective. In fact, I'll say it's my least favorite recommended method of contraception, because it has a high risk of failure, right? Some studies say it's about 78% effective if used properly. But the point is, most people don't even use properly, so there's normally a high risk of failure. Studies also show that 1 out of 5 couples that use this method would actually get pregnant, right? So that's a very high possibility. So this is not the best method for contraception, if you want to be honest. However, if you have a problem with using other forms of contraception, then this might be your only choice, right? If you want to use natural methods of birth control, this is one of the options that you have, withdrawal method. But again, if you're a woman, this is dependent on your partner, because if your partner is not disciplined enough, or he doesn't know how to time his ejaculation, then you are at risk of getting pregnant, not your partner. So you see, you want a method of contraception that you have control over, not your partner. So overall, I'll say withdrawal method is not the most effective method of contraception. There are other better methods of contraception out there if you don't want to risk getting pregnant. Of course, no method of contraception is 100% effective, but there are other contraceptives or contraception methods that are way more effective than the withdrawal method. But if you decide and insist that you still want to use the withdrawal method for best results, you also want to use it together with the calendar method of contraception. Okay, I've described calendar method how to calculate your fertile window and all that in one of my other videos. If I remember, I'll link it down below in this video so that you can see how to calculate your fertile window. So if you're using withdrawal method, you want to make sure that either you don't have intercourse during your fertile window or your pull-out game is extra tight during that fertile window period, because that is a time where you are at a higher risk of getting pregnant. I hope I was able to clear the air on this topic. If you enjoyed watching this video so far, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you think might need to see this. Like I always say, a healthy you is a happy you. See you next time.